Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys. I hope that all of you are doing good. In today's video I'm going to talk about one fragrance from the house of Maison Alhambra that's turned into one of my most favorite scents out of that house. And also it's a hidden gem in my opinion, simply because there are not too many people talking about this particular fragrance, and I think this deserves a lot more attention for what it offers. The fragrance is called Expose Intense, and this supposedly is a clone of Mont Blanc's Legend Intense. The box of Expose Intense from Maison Alhambra looks like this. There's nothing special about the box and the packaging. On the front you got the name of the fragrance, the name of the company, the bottle size 100 milliliters, the concentration, EDP. You got some branding on the top and on the back. You get a sticker of authenticity, and on the bottom there's also a production date, which in the case of my bottle is December of 2022. And once you take out the bottle, this is how it looks. It has an interesting shape that's somewhat reminiscent to Mont Blanc bottles. The cap is plastic but has like a metallic coating on it, and it's a very snug fit, and you actually get a click, so you can securely pick up the bottle to the cap. It doesn't have a lot of heft to it, but I kind of like the design of the bottle here, and all in all the packaging is alright considering the price point of this fragrance. If you enjoy my content guys, but for some reason you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really motivates me to keep creating more useful content for you guys. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, now let's talk about the note breakdown of this fragrance. At least the note breakdown that I was able to source online has the following notes. The top notes are pineapple and bergamot. The middle notes are red apple, cardamom, ash and jasmine. And the base notes are tonka bean, amber, cedar wood and oak moss. Now, to be honest, I don't find this note breakdown to be very accurate, but I'll talk about that in a second. I'll show you the sprayer in action. It's actually a good sprayer on this one, and I'll tell you what I pick up from this fragrance. Now, the opening here is very fresh, very fruity. I definitely pick up that apple note in here. The bergamot is definitely here. There's quite a bit of sweetness, vanillic sweetness in this fragrance right from the get-go, but the vanilla note is not listed as a note in the breakdown. I also pick up a lavender note in here, which again is not included into the note breakdown of this fragrance, and that's why I said that I don't find that note breakdown to be very accurate. I don't pick up much of the pineapple. I pick up some jasmine as well in here, and the opening is actually very fresh, quite a bit sweet, very uplifting, very nice opening. When this starts to dry down, some of that freshness goes away. You're introduced to some more sweetness, some more vanillic sweetness, also some amber sweetness. I don't pick up much of tonka bean in this one. And it becomes quite woody on the dry down, so the cedar wood is definitely there. All in all, as I said, the opening is very fresh, very bright, slightly sweet. The dry down keeps some of that freshness but adds a bit of woodiness and a bit of sweetness on the dry down as well. And it's a really enjoyable scent, and I really like this one. It sort of brings me a little bit of old school vibes, a little bit of a barbershopy vibe. This thing smells a little bit something like something that came out from the 90s, let's call it that way. A little bit of a classic type of scent, and I really enjoy this fragrance. When it comes to how close this is to the supposed fragrance that it clones, Mont Blanc's Legend Intense, excuse me. To be honest, the original fragrance I have not tried it for quite a few years, so it won't be a very fair comparison, but at least from what I vaguely remember, this doesn't seem to be very close to what I remember the Mont Blanc fragrance actually smelling. When it comes to the performance, this thing is an okay performer, nothing special, but again not bad in any ways. I've been getting about 7 hours of performance out of this fragrance on my skin with pretty loud projection in the first hour and a half. Especially in the first hour, this thing can be really loud, and so performance wise it's an okay performer. When it comes to the price tag, at least here in Europe, it's a very cheap fragrance. I paid about, I think, something like 17-18 euros to get this one, and from what I've seen online, this thing sells for about $20 in the US, so it's very cheap and a great deal, especially considering what you get in return scent wise. When it comes to the versatility, this fragrance is a super versatile scent. It can be worn pretty much all year round without any problem. It's a signature scent worthy. You can wear this to the office, you can wear this to the gym, you can wear this or on a date night. Really a super versatile thing. It has a bit of a mature factor to it, in my opinion. You have to be slightly older in order to fully appreciate the scent in here, because of this sort of a slightly old school vibe that it brings. But all in all, versatility is great with the Expose Intense. And on to my final thoughts about Expose Intense from the house of Maison Alhambra. As I said in the opening of this video, this thing is a real hidden gem in my opinion, and deserves way more attention than it currently gets for what it offers. It offers a very nice scent profile, very likable, very versatile. Also, this thing has brought me quite a lot of compliments and has an okay performance, and the best thing out of all, of course, is that it's very cheap. One thing though that I want to share about this fragrance, when I initially got this one and I tried it for the first few times, it was really bringing me a lot of Le Mot Le Parfum vibes, from Jean Paul Gaultier, because at first this thing had a lot of vanillic sweetness in the opening that combined with that lavender freshness was giving me quite strong Le Mot Le Parfum vibes. But the interesting thing is here that with a bit of maceration, a bit of maturation, or whatever you want to call, that process of aging the fragrances in your collection, this thing changed quite a lot and became a lot fresher, a lot brighter, and a lot less sweet compared to what it was in the first week or two. It was an interesting transformation. But currently what it stands, as I said, this is a very nice, very likable fragrance that brings a lot of old school vibes with it as well. And I really enjoyed this fragrance. So if you're interested in that kind of scent profile, fruity, sweet, slightly spicy, and woody on the dry down, that is super versatile, that will probably get you quite a lot of compliments, and is dirty cheap at the same time, definitely check out Expose Intense from Maison Alhambra. This thing gets a love from me. And so guys, in today's video I showed you a very likable fragrance from Maison Alhambra, a hidden gem of a scent in my opinion, that's called Expose Intense. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in the next one. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.